Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of botches in your wrestling, then just leave the idea and put on the WWE Network. I'm not salty.
Sounds like you are.
I haven't watched the show, but I've heard very mixed things. Some people are saying it's very funny. It's not Botchamania, is it?
It's different.
It's never
It's
going
not.
to be. Were you worried?
I thought for a few days at least that I was going to get an email saying, you know that Botch Club thing that's on our network that you've ripped off? Like when Chef got sued by Alanis Morissette for the song Stinky Bitches, like season 1.
Britches, not...
Is it Britches?
Stinky, you got stinky britches. It's britches, isn't
I
it?
thought you were saying Stinky Bitches.
Britches means trousers, right?
Salty
Panties.
chocolate balls.
Salty chocolate balls. Number
That's
one, I think
that's
I got
another
to.
one.
Yes.
I know that one. I don't know the other one.
Elton John did one. Wake up, Wendy,
Yeah,
smell the cafe. I love early South Park. Anyway, yeah, yes, you were worried.
but no one
the
ca-
wind.
Yeah, early South Park, classic.
Mac 10. But yeah, no one came to my door. No threatening email was sent.
You should send them a
So-
cease and desist just for a laugh. And then put it on a T-shirt. Merch, money.
Yeah, so it actually ended up being all right for me so far.
So you call it
because-
wind your neck in, you dafty.
Yeah.
Make it Geordie.
Here, you.
Going global.
How though? Yeah, ended up being good for me because my Twitter account followers went up. People have sent me nothing but messages. The only negative thing has been everyone has opinion on this, and a damn sure making sure to at me and Gallows and Anderson as if it's their fault.
Have you heard from them?
Oh yeah, they message me every day.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I know wrestlers watch your show and they're interested.
Well, clearly two of them do. But I did think it was funny most of all that they are doing this series, and well, first of all, it's Gallows and Anderson, so I'm already screwed.
Two funny men.
Yeah, they're funny, and people like them. So I'm like, oh, nah. If they pick two unlikable people to do it, like Shane and Steph doing it, I'd be alright, yes. But them doing
Then you
like,
would be buggered.
But yeah, it's them doing it, so I'm that good. And two, they are wearing OGBC shirts, which I guess technically in kayfabe WWE style, that means original gang members of Botch Club now. But
Oh, I
they're
see.
Bullet,
Ah.
but they can't say Bullet Club, so they'll say BC. So they're basically selling knockoff Bullet Club T-shirts officially now.
Yeah.
I
so-
didn't get that. That's clever,
Right,
isn't it?
so-
What did you think it was?
Just Bullet Club. No, sorry,
Which I guess
Botch Club.
it is.
But yeah,
Yeah, but I guess it is, but they're saying, no, it's Botch Club.
Has been Boss
That is
Club
clever.
all along.
That's
yeah.
really
Right.
clever.
Yeah, so if New Japan have no issues with that, then I can't have any issues with them. Plus, people are like, Maffew invented the botch format. I think Jeremy Beadle invented that in the 80s.
Why don't you
he's dead.
start paying promotions £250 per clip that you show?
Because Gift Skull can put it online for nothing. So, yeah, thank you very much for messaging me. Yes, I'm aware that they use video game music, which is quite funny. But I checked my arm. It hasn't faded away like in Avengers. So I am still here. And, yeah, this is good. Yeah, no, wait.
Not
I'm
going
feeling
anywhere.
okay. Yeah, so I'm going to keep on carrying on until they come to my door and kick my head in.
With Chris Masters.
Could you imagine? That's never
Not
happened
now.
before.
I'll open the door and there'll be a man not asleep on my doorstep. You're sorry, Chris. Anyway, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, good. Really nice Christmas. Jack and Sam and Richard Tubman are sort of a editor in the office. Our sort of editor.
Sort of editor.
I don't know what's
Oh.
going on. I almost said head editor. I didn't know what to call him. He's
And
our
you
editor.
can't edit that out as well because
No.
he's not here.
They're away
He's a
in
very
Japan.
integral member of the staff.
Very much
we should
so.
say.
He's the regular editor for WTF. I had to do that this week.
That's not
Things
why
are
he's
good.
integral.
They're away in Japan, hence the one camera setup. And yeah, things were good. Christmas was nice. Family, friends, beer, etc.
Was Tamatonga there?
He wasn't there, unfortunately. Not.
You might as well have
Not
been.
come to the Isle of
Every
Wight yet.
time you flick on Twitter, Tama Tonga has mentioned you. Not directly, just, I was part of the tweet. That was weird, wasn't it?
Yes,
What was it, just after Christmas? Waking up and saying, oh, Cultaholic, come to me party.
It was weirder to see a video of Tonga, Jack, Sam, and Tubman this morning
Oh, I
going to
haven't
Twitter.
seen
They've
that.
had dinner tonight.
Yeah.
I believe he treated them to dinner because his new thing is Good Guy Tonga or whatever it.
Oh,
Fair
yeah,
play
he
to
did
them.
tweet that. But I wasn't sure if that was a joke or not.
No,
so-
they've been out for dinner tonight.
Yeah, they've been
They're
there.
going to a party. You can see it all in the vlogs that are coming to the channel.
Oh,
yeah,
I'll
it's
keep on
cool.
talking because the present's not advertising for this YouTube channel thing that we do.
So Chris Jericho, if you're watching, look at how complimentary we're being about Tama Tonga.
He's a great guy.
Lovely guy. Best wrestler in the world.
But we're not
he
sold
is.
on the cruise yet. We'd have to experience it to give an impartial review, Chris.
That's right.
Chris.
That's the third week in a row. Third week in a row we have mentioned your pissing cruise, pal.
Tickets available now. Maybe.
But Colin Quinn again.
Ross, good Christmas?
Yeah, quiet. Just had beer and meat. It was great.
Very nice.
That's my
Very
favourite
nice.
combo, that beer and meat.
It's why people watch the show, because they relate so much to you.
Beer and meat is nice.
There's a t-shirt. Jesus Christ.
Let's move on to the news. And God, there's been a lot with the 2 weeks we've had off. First of all, Tama Tonga, we've already put you over. Love you. AEW has officially been announced.
Where the hell do we start with this?
Well, there's not much to go on so far, so all the websites have been trying to think of things to say. But yeah,
Meltzer's got a catalogue of things which I can't remember right now. So there's that. Go and look at cultaholic.com because we've copied and pasted. Can't do that.
We apologise, the news person is in Japan.
Yes, that's why.
Hanging out with All Elite Wrestling. And we are non-biased. All Elite Wrestling, we think, will be a great success.
Yeah, I think it largely hinges on a TV deal, but apparently that's coming.
I saw on today it was Time Warner they're speaking to, ironically enough, because WCW were on there, weren't they, back in the day?
Yes, before the AOL merger, that would be... God, can you...
It's the second coming,
isn't it? That is nuts. What do
Ted
you think
Turner rings up Vince McMahon again, he's like... Hello, Vince.
You're in the wrestling business.
Well, that's great, Ted. I'm in the sports entertainment business.
What do you think it needs to do differently to be successful with, not even in competition with the WWE, just to be successful?
They're already doing the things that are making themselves successful. They have an amazing following. They're using social media better than... I think only one wrestler does it better, and that's Stokely Hathaway. Everyone else is basically in second place to the elite people because they have the YouTube shows, they have the fans of the companies they work for. So they don't have to pay for advertising. Everyone knows who they are that needs to know who they are. So they're doing that well. How that's going to translate to a successful, profitable wrestling promotion remains to be seen because everyone else is using Pivot Share or they've got their networks. They haven't said what they're going to use yet. So
absolutely. And that's why I say I think it hinges on the TV deal because there's only so much money to be made from an on-demand service. Even with the following that they have. You can't pay for, the production value that we saw at All In, etc.
Most of that was Ring of Honor anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah,
production.
Yeah, as people have been pointing out, it's Ring of Honor's helping All In, maybe one of the worst business decisions in the history of wrestling.
Just another nail in their own coffin, really, isn't it?
Can we borrow your staff? Yeah, sure. Cool, we're now your competition. Oh, that didn't work, did it?
I'm excited, but it's difficult to talk about, isn't it? Because we just don't know what it is.
I'm hyped.
Well, we know they signed Britt Baker. That's official.
And Goldberg.
She's on the roster.
Apparently, the Twitter
Goldberg followed All Elite Wrestling and Double or Nothing's Twitter accounts today.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
Someone on the website, on some website, reported it and got it the wrong way around. So.
And also, more importantly, Double or Nothing announced.
Yes. And another StarCast. Well, the StarCast logo is in the bottom corner, so there's going to be another one. There isn't there, Conrad?
Hello, Conrad.
Hello,
Conrad.
It's Ross Tweddell, Adam Pacitti from...
Conrad.
Hey, you can call him Conrad.
Is that why you need to call him Hello, Cotton Daddy? It's all come back to this. Happy New Year. Same old crap.
Con me harder, Daddy.
Oh.
Been watching the best of Cultaholic Twitter accounts. And that's all. It's just you something new, Daddy.
They've picked one strand of what we do and they've just nailed it. Yeah, over and over again. I do say more than just daddy-related things, but at least it does speak to the millennials that watch us. That was the point of starting all that stuff.
That was the point, was it?
Yeah,
that was the point. It was
make me more relatable. Daddies, choke me, etc.
Next
That's what
year,
everyone says.
Ross plays Fortnite and dabs. I hate even the next.
I need a floss soon. That'll get me. That'll be the the rocket strap.
Do the Harlem Shake. That's big right now. I think.
Is that the one where you stood still and then the music dropped? 2012.
Then do a barrel roll.
Ross is going to get behind Coney 2012 this month. He's going to find Coney.
Do a vine.
Chocolate rain. What a song that is.
Shoot my whoop. Anyway, I hate even doing the next news story because it is sad, so it completely derailed the conversation, but it is news. Sadly, Mean Gene Okerlund passed away yesterday, the ripe old age of 76. The ring announcement interviewer backstage segment of many people's childhoods, and that was mine. Even WCW's people putting up the clips have been cussing out the Natural Born Thrillers.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that before.
Yeah, good impression, you prick.
Yeah, right.
What do you call them? Piss something?
Piss ants?
Piss ants.
Piss ants, prick. What?
Fair play.
Yeah.
Imagine being a wrestler and booked to be schooled by Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, above average. Mike Sanders' career was never the same. But yeah, I look at this like 76, good innings. He avoided, as far as I know, touch wood, any controversies. People have nothing but positive things to say about him.
Yeah.
And according to Chris Jericho's book, he got more rats than half a lot.
I've heard he's apparently a very smooth man. Renee Young was talking about his drinking and how when he's like at a bar. Apparently he's just a very, like a crooner. Hello, I'm Gene.
The voice is enough to...
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Gene. You go, I've heard that voice. You interviewed Ken Patera in 86 and that's it. It's whoosh.
No,
But
really
yeah.
sad. Just like, as you say, voice of our childhoods. And that's,
The best ever, isn't he? Well, what he did, I think.
As far as backstage interviewing, I think so, yeah.
It's a shame people aren't allowed to be like him today, if that makes any sense. They're restricted now, aren't they? They can just go, hello, here is my question, and then they walk away and look weirdly at the camera. That's
Right.
it now. They're not allowed to be like Gene, who owned it, didn't he? He ran every segment he was in.
Yeah, he spoke with authority and conviction, and you sort of, I don't know, you trusted what he said. He was more than just a backstage announcer. He was a personality. You got who he was,
Like
and
a
you don't
Des
get
Lynam
that anyway, right?
type. Right.
Yeah, sure.
Des Lynam.
Yeah, there you go.
What a man.
Yes.
Never hear him anymore, do you?
No.
Where's he at?
Don't know.
Give us a call, Des.
Hello, Des. And
I never thought it would go that way. Talk about Gene Okerlund and Des Lynam. I see it now, though, when you look at them side by side. That's just two men with mustaches. Let's move on.
Right. And I did like his people bring up his Hall of Fame closing part, which was, please, when I pass away, bury me face down so my critics can kiss my ass. So, thank you, Mean Gene Okerlund. Also, Super Dave passed away, the comedian who was the half brother of Albert Brooks, who talked like John Laurinaitis. Like,
I saw you tweeting this, but I didn't watch the video. I don't know who Super Dave is.
I only know him for the Super Dave cartoon when I was a kid, and because he's a comedian, very old comedian, obviously, he was on the Norm Macdonald podcast before Norm removed them all because he has a Netflix deal. And it was just, I think him playing the role of a very confused person as Norm Macdonald's intentionally trying to annoy you. I'm sorry for laughing, but it was very funny. So Norm Macdonald's doing his bad taste jokes. Like, the bit where he goes like some gold-plated jewelry would make a great gift choice for an old slave and stuff like that. And he just goes, did you just say that? Did you just write it? And I was like, no, I wrote it ages ago. I'm just read it now and all this.
Rest in peace, Super Dave.
Yeah, I saw that one clip from Curb Your Enthusiasm where he's on about that joke with the meat. I'm not going to repeat it here because we'll be demonetized. We will, but you know,
We're worth it. like Penny.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Now it's time for everyone's favourite segment, the Hall of Fame.
woo!
Christ,
That was too loud and too close to the mic. That. Sorry, Adam. Who's got to edit this?
All right.
It's all right, the third O was silent.
Sorry, listeners.
Oh, but you're not going to compress it.
I'll compress
that's
it.
a
I always
term I've
compress it.
learned.
Yeah, no, I
Ooh.
compress our audio.
Yeah.
Minus 6 decibels.
Sat
Lovely.
next to Richard all the
It's
time.
a
Goes,
hot level, that.
Get
Hot
on the
level.
compressor.
I was mocking him when he's not here. Well, in results last week, in third place was Christmas with 26%.
Outrageous.
That is
isn't
mental.
it? Outrageous.
Yeah.
It's not mental. It was
No,
crap.
that is.
No.
You tried to do the whole pandering thing.
No!
but more general. Like, no, Maffew did the retail workers at Christmas. He may as well have just done our NHS or something like that. Just like, it's easy, isn't it? No, I'm not
You're a
saying...
cynical
I'm not,
man.
no, I'm not...
Cynical man. This is disgusting.
And
This
you
is
just went broader. You just went Christmas.
the concept of Christmas. Everything about Christmas deserves to be on a Hall of Fame, but it's not. So I'll get over it.
Is Hanukkah in this week?
The week before, didn't you do Jingle All the Way?
That's right.
Originally, I did Big Show's cameo, but then I just did it generally because we talked about it and I remembered
Yes.
it's a great film.
It is a great film.
So-
Fantastic
Not
film.
great enough to be voted
Too
on
late
this
to talk
slate.
about
No.
now. Sorry.
26%. Cody and Brandy dressed as Metal Gear Solid characters. Second place.
They beat Christmas.
Exactly.
All Elite's going to be fine, isn't
But
it?
it doesn't matter because the number one vote and the first ever debutant of the second, what do we call it?
God, we haven't
Hall of
announced
Fame
this yet, have we?
board.
The Hall of Fame of 2019.
So
Hall of
pick-
Fame 2019 is Bears.
But we don't need that because we're going to flash up a digital version of the new 2019 board.
Are we
This is
Pachidi?
the old
I'm pretending
one.
to be ignorant so you can explain it for the people. But
Right.
now you're making me look like a
This is
genuine
the
tool,
old
so
one.
thank you.
We haven't. This is done. It's full up now. Jack ruined it mostly with the page
Page.
joke, which was very good.
It's
Page,
it's as rough as a badger's arse. Let's just say
and
what it is.
it's dangerous. We all know that. So we're going to use a digital version this year.
I thought we were going to go through them all.
Oh yeah, let's go. You're gonna have to help me out here.
Here we go. It's like the pocket rap.
Start at the top.
Cultaholic, that's who we work for.
Big Show's Big Chair.
Yeah.
Who's
Vampiro.
that? Vampiro.
Where's this music?
Rusev.
Confused looking for some reason.
Triple H singing Moana.
Oh, that's right.
The security guard of WWE.
And again,
she's in twice.
Of Enzo.
Renee Young.
Oh, that's Dean Ambrose's wife. Do you know
that is, yes.
Don't talk to him. Where did the Hurricane get in? Oh, Great Royal Rumble.
Maybe.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it was the Beast from the East. I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
Buddy Murphy in his abs in Australia.
That's my one, I think.
A
penny.
Penny.
A dog.
Cody's dog.
Oh,
Cody's dog.
It's, what's his name?
D-Dog.
Pharaoh. The painting of...
Oh,
the painting off of Raw and
Fallen off.
SmackDown.
Dr. Pepper.
Retail workers at Christmas.
Yes.
No Mercy for 64.
Josh.
Jennifer Louise.
Your pants.
Vegan conservationist Daniel Bryan.
Where's that?
Gender bender.
Your finger.
Jimmy Havoc.
WWE champion. Jimmy Havoc.
WWE champion.
So
yeah, right. I didn't see
James.
that.
We thought we'd take the mic for some
James.
reason. Yay.
Tyler Breeze. Slippy Titus.
Lavazza. That is Jack's Uber driver. What would my mama do? That's why that's on there.
That's right.
Mama do. In English.
Andrew
What are you doing?
Sanity. The concept of the chop.
The concept of the
just the chop in
Dwight
general.
K. Schrute off The Office.
Yeah.
Joe Hendry singing karaoke. Mojo Rawley. Kevin Owens. Chris Jericho. Jay Lethal's Ric Flair impression, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
What show's that? Danny DeVito.
Oh, the always Sunny in Philadelphia wrestling
Dave Benson
episode.
Phillips. Ronda Rousey. Sheamus saying we're not watching that. Choi.
That Baron Corbin chant.
And
Huh?
Hair. Who is got to be the headliner, right?
It gets
Hall of
mentioned
Fame of
every week.
2018.
Oh, that's me. I'm in there as well. There I am.
Oh, God.
Oh, is it you? Yeah.
It's just all horrible fun.
I think that's
Jack's in there as well.
And
Yeah.
also, I'd like to point out that because we've held this up, this is the longest Aiden English has been on TV.
Oh, very good.
Thank you very much. And a bear. But
Rest
that is a thing of the past.
Goodbye, Bourne.
We've lost the charm.
We lost the
God.
space.
So, nominations for this week.
Oh, great.
I've got mine.
Well, because I didn't win, I'll go first because I'm very rude. Because of Botch Club, I want to say there's no hard feelings between myself, Gallows, or Anderson.
It's the second time you've
Anderson,
mentioned
it's not Rock and or Roll. I am going to be the better man and put in, just to show respect, KSI. Thank you very much for naming me. Not naming me, sorry, not me, but doing a little video on Instagram and going, hey, he saw himself.
Did you get many followers off it?
I'm not sure, but lots of
means
comments
no,
on my
that's a no.
videos because I have the thing on.
Did he follow you?
He doesn't follow me now.
Whoa! What a
He's
knobhead!
too powerful and rich to be following me. Does she talk about FIFA? No. All right, never mind them. So thank you very much.
Putting him in, he doesn't follow you.
That's a slap in the face. That.
Yeah.
Boom!
No. What are you doing?
I
No.
still follow Maffew Wright.
What? Why?
I bigged him up, didn't I? Made him relevant.
You
again.
bring him up to take him
That's
down.
a nice nomination.
What happened to my career? Anyway,
He's on local radio now. He asked me to come on the other day.
Is he?
Bigger fish to fry.
Which local?
Couldn't tell you.
yeah, local radio. Where? I don't know, somewhere
No,
local.
I read it. I read an article about it, and he's saying he was just really unhappy. Like after 18 years or something of doing it, he didn't want to do it anymore because it was making him miserable.
We tipped him over the edge.
Oh my! So which
My
hospital?
bad.
Which
Sorry,
hospital is
Matthew.
he working in at the minute?
I used to do hospital radio. Of course I did.
course you
That's
did.
a nice one. My one is going to be Zack Ryder for finally making it onto TV on Raw. I guess he'd been on Superstars on main event. wasn't
Gutted
he?
me. You've
Sorry?
made it all the way through the air without having one match, and the final one you plopped on there.
In a battle royal, no
Yeah.
less.
But he bigged it up though on Twitter. He asked
Yeah,
for it.
fair play. So he's my pick. I like Zach. I remember being at university and when his whole sort of social media boom happened, and he was the original social media guy, especially the WWE, and everyone. He first of all, you could have a free 8x10 if you bought his horrible T-shirt that was just a picture of him on it. Underneath it said Zack Ryder, and then he released that awful one with the hair and the QR code on the back, where if you scanned it, it would send you to his YouTube channel. What was it called? Long Island Ice Z.
Yeah.
Z True Long Island Story.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah,
it was.
something like that. Yeah.
And I think he's really inventive. I think he's underutilized. I don't think he's a great wrestler, but I like the bloke. And he collects Hasbros, so fair play to the bloke.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah, one of his choice.
Marks and Sparks released a foot-long pig in blanket,
Nice.
and I had a few
Did you have one?
over Christmas. They were sold out the first time I went, but the second time I went, I made sure I went early doors on Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve.
And they were there.
6:30 in the morning.
But they're fantastic. Just a gimmick, of course, because it tastes the same as a normal pig and blanket. Well,
Do you eat the whole thing on your own?
Huh?
You share it?
The foot-long pig and blanket?
Yeah.
It was on my plate.
Oh,
my
good,
plate
good,
only.
Good. That's fine.
They come in packs of 2, though, so the other one went to me brother. So.
Oh, very nice. Bit of cranberry sauce?
No.
Really?
Cranberry sauce?
Love cranberry sauce.
No.
Pig
Stuffing,
and blanket?
gravy. Stuffing and gravy, me. No other condiments on the plate.
Nah, mint sauce with
So
everything.
stuffing's a condiment now.
Is it not?
Stuffing's not a condiment. It's
I've
herbs
not
and
actually
bread,
thought about
right?
that.
Garnish.
Yeah, sure.
It's somewhat on the
What
plate
about
that I don't
veg?
eat.
Peas on a Christmas dinner?
No.
No, agree.
Parsnips.
Yeah.
Carrots.
Turnip.
Brussels.
Brussels, yeah.
Love Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
I think that's it, yeah.
Christmas dinner.
Mash.
hungry.
Mash
No,
and
no.
roast.
Absolutely.
Roast.
Really, both?
Absolutely.
Just a roast for me.
Yeah, just a roast.
You're wasting
Just
away.
fat.
So
Goose
foot-long pig and blanket from Marks and Sparks. And hopefully someone from Marks and Sparks sees this and sponsors us. Because that's worked well in the past.
We could do one of those videos. The da-na-na-na-na-na, and it's all sexy
I used
food,
to,
like-
when I had my old John O'Clock shirt on at the former place, I did
Yeah.
one of those.
Oh, did you?
Crumbling biscuits on stuff. It's fantastic.
It's like an ASMR thing.
I'm opening the biscuit now.
I think those are pretty solid choices.
So yeah, if you want to vote, patreon.com/cultaholic.
Patreon, emphasis on pay.
I just wasn't sure there. I thought
that's the one.
it was the mailbag section for a second. I don't know what's going on. I haven't had a beer this time though, so I don't know what that is.
You're still suffering from that pig and blanket.
Probably.
So, pig and blanket, foot long, to be specific. Zack Ryder and KSI, my friend and yours. Please vote by going
Not
to-
yours.
Doesn't
He's
follow
not your
you.
friend. He's not your mate.
My friend and yours, KSI. Please vote.
Everyone tweet KSI instead of follow Maffew.
And follow us too as
Okay,
well while
please
you're
do.
at it.
Yeah.
But please tweet his social media manager.
We could be the new. We could be the sidemen. That's a thing.
Is that his life?
Mr. OGBT? I don't
Are you
know
a
what it
side
is.
man? He doesn't follow you.
Like
Patreon.com.
a side B.
That's his,
I don't think I'm even
That's
that.
his group of friends, I think, who
Posse,
live
isn't
with
it?
him.
I'm not even
Do they
good to
live
be his
with
Uber driver. Like, but anyway, Patreon, give us money. Thank you much for it. Blah, blah, blah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
Now, for everyone's favourite bit of the show, the Raw and SmackDown recap. Is it? So we'll say it for every segment. It's all right. Because then somebody go, yeah, speaking for me. Monday Night Raw, pre-taped a week ago. Yes,
it was
actually,
crap.
sure, all right. And it wasn't noteworthy for the matches, but there was some stuff going on. So, Drew McIntyre defeated Dolph Ziggler in a steel cage match.
Brilliant match.
Why was it steel cage? Good question.
Because it's a new
the end of-
era
it's
with
the end of
new
the rivalry.
things. We opened Raw with a steel cage match. That happened before.
No, it's the end of a rivalry. It was a good blow off. I don't think you can complain about that. You can't complain about getting a great match to kick off a weekly
You
show.
tell me I can't complain about something in wrestling.
All right.
You clearly
I
haven't
loved
been
it, and I
paying attention.
thought Dolph looked good as well.
I think this succeeded. If one,
He looked good.
Yeah.
I
He
was about to
was
say-
murdered.
I was going to say, yeah, this succeeded
No.
in terms like an entertaining match. It failed in making you care about Dolph.
Yeah.
Because
Because he got back up after. He hit him with that brilliant drop
Yeah.
kick to the chair, and then he managed to get back up, and then he got hit by the Claymore. I think that he
was
sort of-
dead.
yeah, but he was like
Yeah.
for a little bit when he was getting up, he was getting cheered, and he was the valiant underdog.
Then he got killed again.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah,
Drew
right.
should have come out on top. I don't have a problem with that, but it doesn't matter because at least he got to his feet, and I think he looked good.
Then he
in it.
died again.
yeah,
No, but that's
Yeah,
not a problem.
I'm with Ross.
Yeah.
The crowd chanted
What,
one
you
more
think-
time.
Yeah.
That is not. It failed. In
I
trying
just
to
think
make
Dolph's
sure.
he's a lost cause, and he's
I
been
agree
through,
he's a lost
been
cause.
through too much, hasn't he?
Well, currently he's a lost cause because, as we said before in previous episodes, having a bad guy get turned on by another bad guy, didn't say it very well, did I? Doesn't make that bad guy a good guy. That makes him a crap bad guy.
Yeah.
And here he got beat up and lost again. So I know they were trying to make him look good, but when the crowd's going, yeah, get him again, Drew, Drew looked amazing.
He spunked his load at Survivor Series 2014, and then that's been it. He might as well have retired then. 'cause
And he
it's
had
been
a
crap
bit
ever
more,
since.
a bit more left in the tank, so to speak, against Miz. That's been it. After the US title,
The greatest
whatever
decision
that
ever.
was, it's just, I mean, considering he has had some very good matches this year, I don't care about him.
Nah, me neither.
No, I don't care about him either. I think I just took it differently to you guys, and I thought.
How
when he
dare
got
you
up-
have an opinion
Right,
different?
no, when he got up, I was like, oh, okay. He's,
I'm going to DM you with
For a
death
second-
threat after this.
right. I've had plenty today. I've had plenty today. Hi, Piers.
All right.
Carry on.
So I'll never call you Toff again. Now that I know that you're the Toff God has turned on you. Triple H confronted Seth Rollins in a did did some good stuff for Seth Rollins because he wanted to see. He
doesn't
want the AJ Styles Vince McMahon segment from last week's SmackDown.
He admitted he doesn't watch SmackDown though, Seth Rollins, because Vince McMahon, was it 2 weeks ago? Rematch clauses are gone forever. He comes on Raw. I want me rematch clause now.
Well, I mean, it could, because then it's like you do something dumb like that and go, well, let me remind you, and basically means that you have to earn them. Which
but it shouldn't have been Seth doing that. Seth looked like a moron there for.
Just doesn't want SmackDown.
He was great by the end of it. By the end of it, I thought he was brilliant. Like, I loved, and especially after the match, when he was sort of intense, and I liked the DQ finish. It worked for me, that. And then when sort of Raw went downhill.
Yeah. But then Seth, some of the stuff he was saying was great. He goes, I'm here every week. I'm not a Brock Lesnar. I'm not a... It's like, yeah. And he goes, I've been having great matches with Finn Balor. I'm like, why would you care about that?
Who else did he mention?
Some of the rest of
Finn
the fact that he was talking about...
I've had even in front of it. Though.
Well, that doesn't matter. He still mentioned
Mojo. I had a 4-star match with Mojo Rawley. Like, no reaction to Mojo Rawley whatsoever. I'm sorry, Pacitti.
Because they know that Mojo carried him. They knew that it was disingenuous.
What did you get for Christmas?
What did I get from Mojo or
what did you get for Mojo?
For Mojo.
That's a good question.
I got him...
what
4-star
match
like?
from Seth Rollins.
Some creatine.
Creatine,
yeah, to
pre-workout.
retain, yeah, some pre. That's what. And from Mojo Rawley, just the usual $200,000 in an envelope, and that's fine every year. Cheers, Mojo, Dean, my man, Dean Mutardi, lovely guy. Yeah, no, I thought it was a good promo. I really enjoyed the promo, and later on, it turns out that Seth may have a character, which is something that he's needed for an awful long time.
And he is right. He is the number one guy on Raw by default. We are getting Lesnar versus Braun at Rumble. Neither have been seen for weeks, and probably won't be seen until Rumble, which is insane to think of. But hey ho, Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose. Obviously the shot against Seth was taken away, and we had a battle royal for the number one contenders, which was all right in theory, but they were saying it's the new opportunities battle royal,
the fresh start,
fresh, and Baron Corbin was there. Oh God, no! But then Apollo Crews won.
I thought it was weird. He eliminated 8 people, which I just didn't get because he's been crap for a long time. He's not crap, but he's been booked like crap for a long time. And then you can't just say he eliminates 8 people. Oh, all of a sudden this week he's got good. He's he's had a coffee.
That's the fresh start.
Well, is that what it is?
Everything that happened before Titus Worldwide didn't happen.
WWE up until the end of 2018 is non-canon now.
The God
all
forever.
Started again. All right,
it's in the history books.
Oh, fair play.
You should forget about it. But I hate Apollo Crews.
Do you?
Because he's got everything, hasn't he? He's got everything but a bit of crack.
Yep. Agreed.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Is that not the easiest bit to have? A bit of crack about you, a bit of laugh? Well, not laugh, because that's all he does is smile, isn't it? But you know what I mean. Bit of character.
I agree.
Something about him.
Maybe he hasn't been given the chance either. He's been like, even Titus O'Neil's overshadowing him. And I don't know. Hopefully this is the start of something good, but I think if they push him too hard, if he's eliminating 8 people and they're going to push him really hard, I think fans are going to not like that.
I think it's the opposite. Like, they did everything right with Apollo Crews that they didn't do right with Dolph. If they want to push Dolph, they should have had him not get his head kicked in several times.
Yeah.
They had Apollo Crews eliminate 8 people and win. So it's like, yay, good. Oh, I like Apollo Crews because he's a winner.
But if Dolph was in that battle royal, he would have just stood on the side on the apron for about half an hour. That's what he does, isn't it? In those matches.
Skinning the cat again and again.
Oh,
nobody's even touching him.
Boring.
Dolph would have bragged about how long he lasted in the battle royal. Lasted than anybody else, and then got eliminated, and we're supposed to respect him. Like,
he needs to go away for a year, doesn't he? Then come back.
I'd be like, what's his name again?
Different hair, different face, different name.
Do you remember when he did the different hair for like 3 weeks?
The
He was
little brown.
They wanted to see what he looked like.
Yeah.
And they went, oh, okay, don't do that again.
Yeah, don't worry about it, mate.
And then Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey and Natalya defeated Nia Jax and Tamina. Oh, God, again. Okay, great. Tamina headlining 2 weeks in a row.
That's just the third thing, isn't it, on there, is it? I was trying to do the highlights of Raw, and I just, There
weren't any highlights of Raw, really, where the cage match and the Seth promo.
This is a bit of a token.
It was just a match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just a match with a predictable result. It was a match.
It was whatever, yeah.
I don't know how. Yeah,
Don't know why
Raw was so. I don't think it was awful. I really hated it this week.
I was thinking because obviously we did our videos a day later than normal, and just coming to the office thinking like, what happened? Couldn't think of anything.
No, fair play.
Which is it's fair enough because it was New Year's Day. Nobody's watching wrestling on New Year's Day, really, are they? Surely. Yeah. So you can't blame them, but still,
Yeah, agreed. It was just a Raw. Yeah. Just a Raw.
Right now, you're wondering like, okay, it's a fresh start. But right now, like, who is feuding right now?
Elias?
Is it just Braun and Lesnar? Elias is feuding with
Corbin.
I like that. I thought that was all right.
Nia and Ronda.
Okay,
that's still going on. Seth and
What
Triple
about that Raw
H,
tag team
maybe?
division,
I don't
eh?
know.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah.
Anyway, moving on to happier things. SmackDown.
Great
Oh,
episode.
by the way, we've got to mention Michael Cole's bit of commentary where he said that Rajan Singh was the grandfather of the Singh brothers.
What was that? Yeah.
43-year-old Rajan Singh.
I love that.
34-year-old Sunil Singh, I think it is.
What a stud. Gee, whoa. God, that was really rough.
It's not even like a bot. It's just Michael Cole being a dick, isn't
Yeah.
it? Being funny. I like it. I'm all for that.
Yeah,
Fair play.
The other highlights were...
I haven't even thought about Ranjit Singh in 5 years.
Yeah, I don't know about right. Indian Bischoff, they called him.
He's got a great, when you search Google for that .com picture, his is great. Just naff. Local radio standard is fantastic.
Well, Matthew, right. But the thing was... Have you noticed the commentary was all about, well, Baron Corbin, he's the reason the ratings were low on Raw. Like,
Then
What?
Graves goes, everyone needs a scapegoat. So they're being more true than they need to be, aren't they? Sorry, Adam.
it's a bizarre... Wow, jeez. It's a bizarre way of looking at things, going, no, that's the reason why Raw was bad. It was Baron Corbin. It was by design that they were bad. That's right. That's a ticket. Kind of like Corey Graves on Twitter is purposely bad.
God.
Got ruined
Especially
by
when-
Becky yesterday. I saw that. What did you call him? Like an emo streak of piss?
Middle-aged emo.
It was everything, just several tiny knives to the heart for Corey Graves. He probably has a tattoo on his arm off anyway. But yeah, thank you, Becky. The New Day kicked off 2019 with a New Year celebration.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I can't believe they did it. Steiner Math referenced and then Steiner Math mentioned.
Like,
And
that's
they
the new
called
name
it,
for it,
yeah,
Steiner
Steiner
Math.
Math.
Yeah.
The official name.
A man who has gone on record many, many times calling Stephanie and Triple H a pair of See You Next Tuesdays. Unbelievable. Someone got fired there, surely.
Scott Steiner's not allowed, but Steiner Math's all right.
Could have been Rick. It's a fresh start, 2019. That
fresh
didn't even
start.
happen, right?
Rick Steiner.
Oh, can you imagine him on the Rumble?
Oh.
What, you want to see a Rick Steiner Rumble return?
Rick or Scott returning at the Rumble.
I want to see Rick over
Doing
Scott.
the two moves.
He
getting
does real
eliminated.
estate now, doesn't he? He's a real estate
Yeah.
broker with his wife, I think. It's one of my favourite bits of, what rumour from when WCW shut down is that he was on the brink of a big push. He was set to be the next big guy, Rick Steiner. And it got closed down and it ended.
Oh, thank God.
I
think that was
thought
it.
I didn't mind him. I thought he was quite, had all the bands, didn't he?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
he was the worst in the last few
was.
years. He was just this boring guy who wouldn't leave.
He had that thing with
I
Chucky.
like the headset was. Oh yeah, it was him and Chucky.
If you don't
wasn't
like
it?
me, bite me. And you have the jacket with the two bulldogs. Anyway, back to reality. So yeah, Steiner Math. New Day
Nappy,
are
a
basically
diaper.
thank you, and a diaper, and he has to stop eating pancakes. So I assume that merchandising deal didn't work.
It was doctor's orders that he couldn't throw them into the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Okay, carry
Which
on.
is fair enough when they come up with your crotch. Who wants a crotchy pancake?
Yeah.
Due to a lawsuit from a doctor who got hit with a pancake at last SmackDown.
I mean, it is weird how they didn't get a breakfast. You know, they've got. Oh, but Bootios wasn't a serial. Shut up, Ross.
We're analysing the bloody news.
I was just going to say it's weird how they didn't get a partnership deal with some people for some pancake things, New Day pancakes. But Bootios wasn't a cereal either, was it? It was a box with a T-shirt.
No,
in.
they did. They was real cereal.
Was it?
Yeah, you can buy
Oh,
real cereal.
wow.
Yeah.
That's why I said it. Then there you
Because
go. The point
originally-
stands.
John Cena's been on the cover of Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
And I think The Rock has as well. But originally there was a WWF cereal called Superstars, if I remember correctly, with Hogan, and I think I had one with Brett on in the front. And they had little like tokens in them with the Superstars faces printed on, like in chocolate. Carry on.
Give me my ice cream bars. That was CM
that
Punk.
Punk?
That.
I couldn't figure that out. I was like, have I forgotten about a Sheamus promo?
CMO Punk. Punk.
Got it.
Oh dear. Happy New Year, everybody.
I don't want to say anything, just let you talk. Becky Lynch interrupted John Cena.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
John Cena looking like Mark Wahlberg more and more every day.
But able to make fun of himself. You've got to admire that. Like, he's
I
self-aware.
don't mind
and
the como. It's the back. He needs to get the back bit tapered or something.
What's
doesn't
wrong
he?
with the back bit?
It's
Well, he's
just
got a bald
it's
spot
a clump.
there.
No, like the bottom of the back is just a big
I didn't even
clump.
notice that. I was
like
just
a-
looking at the fringe.
Yeah, does my head in the back.
I think he looks great. Genuinely. No, I'm not.
seen Bumblebee
He's
yet?
just a nice guy. I've seen what?
Seen Bumblebee yet?
What's Bumblebee?
The film he's got out.
That's his
Oh,
film,
no,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I don't watch superhero films, really. I've seen one ever. I think.
Does he count as a superhero? Yeah, sure. John Cena's in it. That's fair enough. Have you seen it?
No.
Cool. What a wonderful conversation. John Cena and Becky Lynch defeated Andre Cien Almas and Zelina.
Why do you always say
Vega.
Andre?
Andrade.
Andrade.
It's Andrade.
Oh, Christ. Let's call him Almas.
Andrex, yeah, Almas and Vega.
Can we read anybody's name or country or noun?
I
Anyway,
was sad
moving
it had to be those two to get beat, especially in this fresh start era that we're in. I don't mind Almas losing. It doesn't hurt him too much.
Why did
Cena
Vega, of all people, come out and call Becky Lynch and John Cena has-beens and old news?
Yeah.
Because they needed a guy and a girl to team up to lose to Cena and Lynch. I don't think this...
Couldn't be Rusev Lana. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Absolutely not. They're already doing something.
Should
They're
have
not
been
doing
bloody
anything.
Jimmy and Naomi or something.
I would disagree because I'm saying they're not...
Vince and Linda. Together again.
Robo Linda in the wheelchair again.
Linda coming
Here
out
comes
calling
Linda,
them
make a hot
has-beens.
tag. Sits up
See
on the
Linda
wheelchair.
take the lightning fist.
Woo! Kick to the dick. Oh! No, I don't think this affects these two too much because this is a one-off with Cena and Lynch. No one's going to remember this. It was all about Lynch throwing Cena over the top rope. Talking about being the man.
Yeah, right. Nuts, isn't it? It's great. I mean, it just speaks volumes as to her position in the WWE. It's incredible.
Yeah. She's definitely not an Alex Riley.
What do you mean?
Cena made her look good.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. I love the handshake that Cena goes for, and then it's just cool, isn't it? It's really, really cool.
Nikki Bella won't be the only one to drop you this year. That's a bit better, isn't it?
See,
Yeah, that's good.
CM Punk said that. See, that would have been good if he hadn't already. He already referenced it. There was a one little overanalyzing being a dick set. He already made a joke of that in the same segment to like
No, that's a fair
pushing the
point.
blow, which I'm like, why do you?
But people are only going to remember the last one, aren't they? And
Yes.
it's a lot easier for people to remember an insult from one person.
That's
than
the revelation that Nikki actually dropped John. Because everyone thought it was the other way
I
around,
didn't
wasn't
even
it?
think about that.
I'm convinced it's all
TMZ
work
and all
anyway.
Do you still think it's
I think it is as well.
I can't tell what's real, or I don't care what's real.
I don't care either, but I do think they're still dating.
The fact that they showed so many.
I
video
still
highlights-
believe.
And AJ Styles defeated Rey Mysterio Jr., Mustafa Ali, Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe to earn a WWE Championship match at the Royal Rumble.
Great match.
In this new era where rematch clauses are dead, AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan.
No, but you earned
No,
it.
but he had to earn
What a
it.
match.
I know,
Oh,
still. When you
No,
just look
you're
at it-
being finicky.
I know, I am being
I
finicky.
watched
That's
it
my
again.
job.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I bloody loved Brian versus AJ at TLC, and I want to see that again. And AJ at Rumbles is brilliant. He's going to be
AJ at Rumbles?
AJ
like a
Cena at Rumble. AJ's
Oh,
debuting in the Rumble. AJ Rumble.
Bloody CBBC program.
Yes, yeah, I'm just.
See AJ Styles on Rumbles. Hello, kids. I'm Mr. Rumbles. Well, today we'll learn about the
So bad.
the Earth.
So
The Earth being
bad.
flat.
The Earth, kids,
Imagine
is flat.
Throwing to AJ Styles every week to get a different scientific thing wrong.
The moon is a lie. Yeah, AJ Styles won. It was a good match. Mustafa Ali's a headline.
There's a network show for you. Jesus Christ.
History of AJ
Bill Nye, a
Styles.
science guy, and AJ Styles behind a desk. That's all you need.
I'm not saying the Earth's flat. I'm just saying there's stuff out there.
Oh,
Carry on.
I think that was it.
Yeah,
I was
Lana
good.
took one move
Yeah,
from Nakamura.
didn't like
had
that.
to take a back bump, and then she laid down like she's a wrestler, right?
a proper wrestler.
I
Yeah.
don't-
Nakamura didn't even land on her either.
Did he not?
No, he went between her legs. Not out of context. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, there we go. Something, daddy. And it's a shame that we've got Nakamura versus Rusev as something that is carrying on in the new era because I'm like, this is done. Why is it still going?
Yeah, I guess so. At least they did something which it means they didn't use the rematch clause, which doesn't exist anymore. At least Nakamura made the attack so that they can finish off that feud on a, I guess, grander stage.
Oh,
I don't have
and,
too much of a problem with it.
Naomi defended Uso. from
Yes.
Rose.
Who's been naughty and sent pictures of her, professionally shot pictures of her in the shower with a towel.
Lovely towel, though, wasn't it?
Lovely.
Lovely, fluffy.
Was it?
Yeah, nice,
know.
big, thick Egyptian cotton, I reckon. Oh,
Nice. What's the thread
Goose
count?
feathers.
oh, millions.
Oh, that's high.
I
That is
don't
high.
know what thread
Millions.
count. Millions of threads were used.
I am a
Millions
Tory,
of
aren't
threads.
I?
Millions
Jesus
of threads.
Christ.
Millions
Do you look at thread count when purchasing towels?
Oh, you know what? I spent.
I just go, ooh.
Yeah. Does it rub off when I touch it?
I spent more than I ever have done on bedding the other day. I spent £60 on a duvet cover. and I looked at the thread count because it was the thing to look at. I'm so boring.
No,
Where's Jack?
What was
Jack?
the thread count? What was on a duvet cover? Did it come with a duvet?
800 Egyptian cotton TK Maxx, and it's ripped already.
What have you been doing, you dirty bastard?
Sending pictures to.
I do make sure things are Egyptian cotton now because I had an A-level DT.
Make sure.
And make sure, because my A-level DT teacher.
I'm not sure.
Oh, not this. I mean, like my towels and my bedding and stuff. Because my A-level DT teacher did a half-hour presentation on Egyptian cotton. And if a man does a half-hour presentation, hey, you got to be doing it.
Was he paid to do that?
Yeah.
What?
I did a DT
What
at A-level.
school? Oh, right, fair play. Was he? I don't understand. Oh, yeah, right. What else happened on SmackDown? That was about it.
That was it. Yeah.
That's about it.
What else? NXT UK still exists.
So I watched the bits of it.
I watched the first one. I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, the matches are really good and everything. It's just too much wrestling. I don't know what to say about it because I think I'll definitely watch the takeover.
Yeah,
there was a new match added today or yesterday. Master versus Dennis.
Yep.
No DQ.
All right.
I know that much.
Tickets are sold out. It's good, but
I don't know who the target audience seems to be UK people. But if you've seen any of the UK shows, shows on anyway, they're 100 times better than this show. However, I am saying this is still a few months into it, and it's very hard to unleash a complete new roster who are all over and have characters and have great stuff. As evidenced by the fact by 205 Live is still in the exact same position 3 years later. So hopefully Takeover resets everything, gets everything warmed up, and I can care about it.
Sure. But
Almost exciting, was it?
Almost nobody has a character. Is the problem?
The evil Brit, the Sarky Scott, the big man from down somewhere.
I want it to succeed, of course. It's just it doesn't do anything for me at the moment.
Thank you. And
I agree completely.
NXT was a recap show. 205 Live I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Could say that every week, couldn't we, really?
We've got people in Japan. It's very difficult to keep up when 3 people are in Japan.
Every night we're getting calls. Make sure you're all right now. Give us a call when you get into bed. Jack the Jobber. Hiya, Ross. Hi, Adam. I'm in bed.
Voice?
That's Jack's voice.
That's punk.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
And it's time for everyone's favourite segment. Puppet Jack, pass me the questions. Oh, thank you.
He's not going away for 2019 then.
Puppet Jack, why not beat the horse some more for another year? What do you think? Hi, I love Dave Meltzer. Okay,
there we go.
But people say just puppets what Dave Meltzer thinks, but there were 150,000 people in Japan for the press conference for New Japan. You see that?
No.
Did you say
Dave Meltzer, but
150,000 people watched?
they were there.
They were there.
It's assumed to be either there or watching. They're in the vicinity of the area of Times Square where they're doing it. Everyone's like, yeah, for New Year's. Anyway, I felt like showing up, so I thought we'd use the hell out of me. Number 1. Hey, fellas. Whoever it may be in this episode. Oh, thank you. After watching Gargano and Black's cage match at NXT, I realised that I really hate the slingshot catapult move. It just looks way too obvious to me and would rather see it used as some form of double foot DDT. What? Rather than the launch into...
drive the ankles or the feet
okay.
into...
Rather than
equally terrible, but go on.
Yeah. Rather than the launch into ropes /turnbuckle/cage. Are there any moves you guys hate, whether you feel they are overused or just don't look right? Cheers, guys. Sam W. from Devon. Devon. Devon's a joke.
Sonya Deville's finishing move.
Oh, well, of course. What was wrong about her DDTing herself, Ross?
I don't know. Oh, God. Apparently she was going for old Matt Morgan's Thingy-Me-Boo. That was the official name of it.
Right.
Can't remember what it was called.
Not the Hellevator, was it?
Hellevator.
Yeah.
That is it. Apparently she was going for that, but the arm of Naomi was in the wrong place. So she ended up giving herself a Mickey DT. But she still won, though. Yeah. So well done. That move didn't look right.
No, it certainly didn't. I'm trying to think. You go ahead, Matthew, if you've got one.
I've got another one. A Sean O'Haire clothesline. Clothesline. A Sean O'Haire clothesline.
What does one of those look like?
He stands still, gets on one knee and goes, keeps his arm there. That's what he used to do back in the day in WCW.
Say again?
So he shoots the guy off the ropes, they come back and he steps forward onto a knee sort of with straight dead arm like that, just goes, and keeps the arm there like and poses. Used to hate them, I did. Loved everything else about Sean O'Haire.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you weren't joking. What did you like about Sean O'Haire?
Oh, in 2000.
Did you see him
he was-
wrestle?
Yeah.
It was a good. No, he's a good wrestler.
He's
but
amazing.
anything else?
The Sean Torn Bomb.
Yeah, everything about Sean O'Haire was fantastic.
Really?
Apart from that close.
Do I need to go back and watch Sean
Yeah,
O'Haire more?
definitely.
Really?
We're not telling you anything
did
that
his-
you don't already know.
Yeah, a spinning,
you are.
He went to WWE and did a
I
spinning.
know he's a good wrestler.
He did a spinning. He did a better F5 than Brock Lesnar ever done.
that right?
I'm slurring it.
Did he do F5? Not getting mixed
He
up with
did a
Matt Morgan.
spinning one.
Did he?
He would
Oh, wow.
he would run around a bit and then go.
Oh no, yeah. He did do that to Rikishi.
It was on
one time.
SmackDown. I can't remember who it was though.
Yeah.
Before
I'm
this is
embarrassed.
before like.
I'm
Devil's Advocate,
sorry.
yeah.
I know. No, well, that's sort of how I remember him. It's not an era that
it's
a
before
period that I
that,
watched.
yeah.
I remember him in WCW being good, but I was young.
Oh, he's fantastic.
I will go back and watch Sean. I'm really sorry.
How
I'm
dare you
really,
speak ill of the dead like that?
Your eyes were like your pupils
Sean O'Haire
dilated
wasn't
there.
good. You take that back.
Yeah, right.
He was
We
my
haven't
favourite
words.
He got
wrestler.
killed by Butterbean at one time. No reason to like him.
What don't I like? Go on. Oh, I've got one.
Okay, go on.
Cesaro's swing. I like it from a sort of visual standpoint, and it's cool, and I like 1, 2, 3, that's fun and everything. It just doesn't make that much sense. Oh, I don't.
He gets them dizzy.
Would that work?
Somehow he can do that without
Why
getting
doesn't
dizzy.
he get dizzy? Because he's on
He
the
does. It
point
does
of
take-
exit. That's what I never understood. Like Tyler Bate, and he does the swing and not the swing. What's that called?
Cesaro doesn't get dizzy.
Yeah,
though.
airplane spin.
But why not? Because he's on the center. He's
He's
on
doing the
axis.
move. If he was doing the move and
Yeah, but
getting
he's still
dizzy,
spinning. If I just stood here and went round and round and round,
Yeah,
I'd
but
get
that's
busy.
the point. He's getting his opponent dizzy, but he doesn't get dizzy for some reason. That's why. He
No,
does
but
it.
why? Why doesn't he get dizzy?
Why does it matter? He just doesn't get dizzy. That's why he does the move.
Right, because he's superhuman sort of
Yeah.
thing. He's just got that talent, and anyone who does that has just got the talent to not get dizzy. which
That's
I'm
why
not
he
sure
does it.
That's why he does it.
If he got dizzy, then he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Kayfabe.
Okay, well there you go. No, I've been talked down again. I'm 0 for 2 on this. Sean O'Haire and Cesaro doesn't get
No,
dizzy.
Sean O'Haire's finishing move with a giant swing.
Yeah, fine then. Well, maybe I like every wrestling move ever because I can't say anything.
That's nice of you.
Have you got one, Matthew?
Yeah, while you're thinking of one,
Yeah.
I'm going to say Seth Rollins' stupid superplex into a Falcon Arrow, or the one where he ignores the pain. But if you just
Forgets
did a superplex,
forgets the pin.
yes, that's what I said. Yeah, that move, just because he's just, I like him when he does moves and then goes, oh, that hurt, but then does one move and goes, that didn't hurt. Because I'd be eating my Zenzu beams, and I'm Seth Rollins. And I had a 4-star match with Mojo Rawley. I'm going to say that because I can't think of anything
So you're
else.
just
It's
saying the
not that bad.
superplex portion of it would hurt him loads.
It's
and
the
he
doing a superplex
immediately just
and then be
picks
like,
up
look
and-
how git hard I am, lads, and then getting up and doing another move. But then if that gets countered, he just carries on. So like, I think didn't Finn Balor turn into a roll up one time and he's like gets up and starts wrestling normally, not going, oh, I'm tugging out me. So
I've got one. Asuka's arse-based offense. It's crap, isn't it?
no,
What alpha?
that's an important move in Yoshi wrestling.
Is it?
The butt bump.
It's, somebody's running at you and you bump into them.
Absolutely.
Arse first, though.
Arse first.
Oh, I hate you two. I hate you two. I had to come up with something. Stink
I know.
face there. Move
Just say
on.
Dolph Ziggler's Fameasser. That would be another one for me.
I like the Fameasser as a
Hearing-
move. It doesn't
hearing-
make sense that the opponent's body would just go flat.
No, but like he's been doing that move for 12 years, isn't
and
it?
everyone kicks
And
out
everyone
of it
kicks
forever.
out, and he still does
You
it.
could say that about most
yeah,
signature
I know.
moves, though.
But that one especially, he did it loads
Sure.
of times on Raw this week as well.
Oh, Michael Cole, like, oh my god, he hit the Vaymaster. This is going to be it. Like,
yeah.
who are you talking to, Cole? Even the dogs at home know he's going to kick out. I can't think of any other moves. Probably some other
moves that
ones.
look crap.
Moves that you just don't like. Not moves that look crap, 'cause there's plenty of them.
An edge spear.
Oh, that's a good one.
Look
Yeah.
comfortable, like a lovely
Just
puppy
hold you and
jumping
sort
into your
of
midriff.
pushes you down a little
Edge
bit.
would run
yeah.
at you like, again, your dog, after hearing you come home.
Why did they ever give it to him? Because there's like before him, there were so many great
Just a
spearists.
Barry Goldberg, wasn't he? Used to give everyone the spear just to make sure Goldberg wasn't associated with it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
All the
fair.
women
what
would
I
do
took
it
from.
every match in 2000. It's like, oh my god, here comes the cat. Spear!
Yeah.
That's probably. I was thinking would answer like as I'm going to sleep. I'm like, oh, I've got one now. Anyway, hey guys, I'm a long-time fan / Patreon supporter. Good, and these podcasts are usually the highlight of my Fridays. My question is, if WWE sets up a grocery store with only past / present WWE superstars working there, who would be one superstar that would work in each department? Cashier, produce, deli, bakery, manager, etc. Thanks for all the work you guys do. You've been my favourite channel since you started this one. And Maffew, your Metal Gear Solid 5 nuclear joke from Podcast 50 was amazing. From Sean, Alberta, Canada. That's what it's about.
Somebody's
Not
got it.
pleasing the thousands of people who watch this going, I don't get it. It's that one guy from Alberta, Canada, who says, thank you, Maffew. You're pretty good.
So let's go through the positions, shall we?
Do we have to?
okay.
I've already enjoyed the best bit of that question. So, cashier, who would you have?
So working on the tills.
Yes.
Not DiBiase. It's got to be somebody who is good with money,
Good with
but
money.
also trustworthy.
Well, it can't be
I
any
don't think there's
wrestler then.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy from 5-Star Wrestling, because he had a lot of money.
Okay.
Mr. Hinkles.
Mr. Hinkles is Mr. Hinkles is the cashier.
Handling other people's money, he's very good at.
Next position.
Produce.
Bread. Who's on bread?
Bread, bakery.
Bread.
Bakery.
Bakery for the bread.
Just one guy for bread.
On the bakery.
On the bakery. Buns.
Alicia Fox after that network cooking show. Fantastic cook
I've
she
seen
is.
that. She's good.
Nah, crap.
Okay.
Oh,
Cesaro on the coffee because he likes coffee.
yeah.
Sheamus on the protein powder because he likes. Oh, this is hard. This is on the protein
God,
powder
this is
section.
bad.
Meat on the meat aisle.
Giant Gonzalez stacking the shelves.
Yeah.
Manager is Mr. Perfect because he was good at selling.
Ah, that's a job for Dolph Ziggler to go to then.
Yeah.
He's good at selling as well.
No, he piss everyone off
And
because
he
he
complained,
oversells,
he goes,
doesn't he?
I've done the most hours this week. Why am I getting a promotion?
Who would you put as the greeter? I know it's not a thing that we have here in UK supermarkets, but like in Walmart, you have some old bloke or old woman saying, "Hello, welcome to Walmart." What was that? Matthew Wright's there. Hello, welcome to Walmart.
He is now.
Who would you have doing that? Who's really friendly?
Stephanie McMahon.
What?
Hello.
But be like,
Welcome to Walmart. That was Nigel
With a
Thornberry.
very warm smile, Stephanie.
smashing. But Steph doing it, she'd be like, hello, welcome to Dallas's #1 longest running Walmart in all of this Detroit area, whatever, America.
First customer comes on the day. You are the first ever historic customer to enter this Walmart. Psh, slap on the face every day. It was just a nice...
Piper had a lovely smile.
Rusev's a nice man.
Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, so that's a nice answer. Yeah, I'm going to go with Piper because I like his smile.
Piper.
Roddy Piper, I thought had the nicest smile in wrestling. I tweeted about it
He's
about
a
a year
dick,
ago.
though.
What, Piper?
Character-wise, a dick.
Yeah, heel Piper was better. Everything. I can't say.
Excuse me, Mr. Piper, where can I find the produce section? Just when you think I have the answers, I change the question. Okay, thank you.
All right, who's kayfabe the nicest bloke ever? Hogan. No. You get out.
No.
Can't do that.
Question number 3. Hello, lads. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to Maffew, Ross, Jack, and everyone at Cultaholic. In the video edit that we just crapped all over this week. You guys are the reason I got back to wrestling in 2016 during your days, all the way to your transition to this lovely new channel. Given that 2019 is upon us, and with all the change the McMahons have promised, do you think the wrestlers will finally be rewarded for getting over the fans on their own? Oh, it's a comedy question. Or will WWE continue their track record of killing off popular characters because it wasn't their original plan? In Becky's case, it seems that they're embracing her greatness for now, albeit they wanted people to boo her, not getting the loudest cheers in the whole company, and I hope the rise continues by winning the Rumble and main eventing against Ronda at WrestleMania. But for people such as Balor and Rusev who are over with the fans, WWE never took advantage of their popularity, and I just hope 2019 is different for those guys because they can definitely do great things if given the opportunity. Also, I hope 2019 is an even greater year for you guys. Cheers. Tamatonga from Japan. Sorry. Cheers, Ali from Lebanon. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's really kind. They're very kind words. I think that's a great question. I think if you previously got yourself over, like Zack Ryder, then no, you will not be rewarded now. I think if you do, if you get yourself over via social media or whatever, then yes, they have to now.
I think you will.
It becomes as disingenuous.
For the next 6 months or however long this new era, fresh start, you're the authority bollocks is going to be that catchphrase, and then when that goes, everyone who, they want the big muscular women will come back. Big muscular women?
Yes. That's a good start.
I think the mid-card is going to be far more interesting. They'll still, but like Brock is probably going to hold the title. He's going to hold the title up until WrestleMania. The guys that are huge draws, and people are going to get fed up of Rousey as well, if they're not already fed up of her. Those things will happen. No, I'm not personally. I enjoy her, but I think those will happen because there's huge amounts of money to be made, and that outweighs fan opinion. But I think the guys who they can push, like we've seen with Rusev, I guess he's just picked up the US title. That's going to happen. The mid card scene is going to be far more interesting because of this fresh start, new era. But the main event, I don't think will change a great deal.
I think All Elite Wrestling will sign more people from
Do you think Zach's
WWE.
going there?
Zach could.
Cody did
but I
that
don't think
tweet
he
to
is
tick
going
his
to.
balls, didn't he?
Right.
Well, apparently they're good friends in real life.
Yeah.
So it's like Taz and commentary. They're good friends in real life. But whether he will or not remains to be seen. I mean, he has been doing this for quite some time. Rusev leaving has been hinted in the dirt sheets, which of course 100% reliable at all times. That would be interesting because any one of those guys, they have a small impact overall in WWE, but can make a huge impact doing their own thing elsewhere. So I think it's not necessarily WWE doing stuff with them, it's them doing stuff with them.
And I think it's there now because I was listening to Jericho and Sammy's in on Jericho's podcast. They were speaking about Neville, and Neville's been bigging up the amount of money that can be made outside of WWE now. So
Well, Cody's been set up for a while. I mean, just listen.
People are going to find that, aren't they, and just go, oh, not happy.
Even pre-All In, Cody was saying that he was making 7 figures on the indie scene. Amazing. And obviously they got merch deals with Hot Topic and all that stuff. But yeah, there is money to be made. But then maybe the indie scene becomes oversaturated too. Like I can't imagine Rusev, for example, flourishing because it's so work rate orientated, the indie scene.
Well, not necessarily. Yeah, beforehand, maybe. You can't really see him in CZW, I know. But All Elite Wrestling is that.
Yeah, we don't know what it is yet. Maybe character's a big thing and Rusev's got a great character.
Right, that's what I mean. It's people aren't necessarily latching on to just the in-ring product. I think the outside of wrestling, the characters, the people themselves, or people that train on YouTube, are even more important than how the matches are or is.
I mean, if you're likable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're not likable, then you're knackered. Then stay with WWE. Titus.
Yeah.
Apollo. Oh, no, he's great, yeah.
How dare you? That's
Sorry.
future IC champion Apollo to you.
I hope so.
I don't.
Over Dean. He's crap, isn't he, since he's come back?
Yeah,
Really
but the
disappointing.
jacket-
The jacket's lovely.
The jacket is great. From Zara. I found it.
I've been trying to find it because I've seen people in
Are you gonna
Newcastle
video?
like legit walking around with them, and I've always want to go up to them and goes, "Where you get that jacket from?"
Zara.
You're walking up to people and asking where they
I
got the
I
jacket.
almost did, but I realised well, I'm not exactly aesthetically pleasing. So if I asked them, it's like, "Look, here's some change. Leave me alone."
90 quid, though.
Oh,
What? Where?
90,
quid.
that's a really good price.
Never mind. Aside, I'm now a Seth Rollins fan. But thank you very much for your questions.
You're going to buy some flame shirts and stuff. Please.
Like Bam Bam
Please.
Bigelow in '93.
Yeah, right.
Thank you very much for the questions. Please send them every week to
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
It's Cultaholics.
And this week's big question, everyone's favourite segment, in order to get you to click this and answer before watching any of the rest of the video, as half the people do on YouTube anyway, is which WWE wrestlers will be leaving All Elite, you idiot, leaving WWE for All Elite Wrestling.
Who's going to leave WWE and go to All Elite?
That's what
Strap
I
on my rumour and my innuendo. Let's go.
But wait, no, they want the red circle, the cross through it, in the innuendo shirt from Conrad Thompson.
So the question is, who's been booked to crap who can make more money, or, if they care about it, get more...
The
more better
revival.
matches? Yeah, that's a great shout. That's a
Go,
good-
leave
yeah,
now.
That's a... Yeah.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
Tag team's a
Oh,
joke
yeah.
in WWE.
Yeah. On
Yes.
Raw. Still a little bit on SmackDown.
Yeah.
No, at least they're good on SmackDown.
Yeah, there's a few
It's
good
either
ones.
I mean, there's
same
only
old or
3
good on
or 4 tag
SmackDown,
teams.
or who are even the champions on Raw.
I just realised they did all that stuff with Santa. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go with... Oh, man, I'm tempted just to say Zach, because I think he's got one good run in him and he can make an awful lot of money. Who's not being utilised? You've given the best answer possible. Maybe the Ascension.
No.
Too old.
Don't want to argue
old.
with you because that's what we've done today, but no.
I never like people loved them in NXT. I never quite got it, but people
was a
did love them, and I
long
think people
time
would
ago.
be excited about them. Okay, Dolph. If it's work rate orientated, he could get a character there, and he could win sometimes, which would be nice.
You would need something different from being a bloody middle-aged crisis father.
But the story writes
It's still the
itself with
1980s. Look at me, I'm young.
Dolph. No, the story writes itself with Dolph because he could just talk about how he was underutilized in WWE. Indie fans would love
God,
that.
he'd do the exact same promos he's doing on Raw.
Yeah, I
Do the
guess
old
so.
Alberto El Patron.
They would be meaningful.
WWE is not wrestling. This is professional wrestling. Hooray!
I tell you,
Every week.
my
Same
favourite
thing in every
was
promotion.
him in Newcastle, though, for Defiant Wrestling, coming out and doing that. I loved him. Because
Yeah,
he was
same.
he definitely had a few
And it was the
Coca-Colas
first time he did it, I
backstage.
think.
Yeah. The president, everyone's like, oh my God, yeah, let's go out and kill people.
But the
Oh,
7,000
so good.
times after that.
Oh, yeah, sure. But I forgot about that. It's like Leonidas at 300. Like, yeah, we'll kill for you. But, Volta.
What, he's just got there? What are you
I think he should go in like Grandpa
hasn't had a match,
Simpson, put his hat back on and leave and go, nine a danker.
Nine a dang.
As Jack the Jobber may say. That's no, thank you.
Is there anyone in NXT that you think isn't going to succeed on the main roster that you think it would be better to just
Lars
pack your
Sullivan,
stuff
if
up
he
and
doesn't stop tweeting.
What, who isn't going to succeed on the main roster?
roster, you think it would be better to just cut ties early and head over to All Elite? Because one for me is Aleister Black. I'm not
Adam
convinced
Cole.
that he's... You don't think he will?
Too small.
I think a lot of the appeal is him being indie credible.
Yeah.
So him going the main roster, I think it's just me. That's that guy that points.
It might be me
so
just
handsome,
thinking about.
he's
I
so
know
over.
he's so
So
good looking.
Yeah,
I know
he's on NXT.
I like him personally, but I just think Vince McMahon will look at him and go, "Who the hell signed him?"
But
Who hired Raven?
when he came out of the Rumble, all of the fans knew him. That Adam Cole baby is enough to...
Rusev Day
objection.
took
Wasn't that-
over WrestleMania. It means now.
I was going to say that was the.
It's a new era. It's a fresh start, Ross.
But wasn't the appeal of that was because they just had the Great Takeover, so it was the same audience. Because it was the
He would have got
NXT
cheered
then the
anyway.
Rumble. So I'm
He would have got cheered anyway.
I should clarify. I do like Adam Cole. And I do hope he succeeds. I just think Vince McMahon will look at him and go,
Yeah, it's a
"I'm
fair
not.
point.
I'm not booking that little man."
Yeah,
No, I agree with
well, AJ Styles has bucked that trend a little bit.
He's
maybe.
He's still
Brian.
jacked, though, isn't he? He's still thick. A thick.
True,
World
yeah, he is.
champion and
He's a
AJ
little
Styles.
little bitch, isn't he? That Adam Cole, as you say.
Yes, Adam,
What?
you little bitch.
What happened?
Someone's going to tweet that to me.
Oh, God.
Sorry, not Volta then. Oh, sorry, NXT guys. Anyone that you can think? Because Aleister Black is mine because I'm not sure he's going to work on the main roster. I hope he does. Love him.
I think Riddle, but not in the sense that he just leave now. He should go, okay, give me a big push because I'm the best wrestler in the world. That isn't Walter. And just go, all right, hold them up. Because now they can. Technically, I mean, I'm sure not that more of them are, but like, yeah, okay, I want this. I'm not going to be, doing skits where, hey, welcome to WWE.com, we've got sales on our t-shirts, whatever like that. No, give me a push, I'm leaving.
Fair. He's going to be massive in WWE. He's got everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
He's the mutts nuts.
Maybe Gargano
Another one,
on
Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, that's a really great show.
As I was
an
saying, because
excellent
like
choice.
Man, that's
main roster,
he's
main
never
roster,
done the indies. How cool would that be?
main roster casual fans aren't going to get "Call Me Up Vince" and all the Hogan references, are they?
Yeah,
So
that's a great show.
again, I want to see him succeed, and I think he will, but I don't think he will at the same time.
He's so young.
It's fun fantasy book.
Yeah,
This.
there we go.
That's your
Either
lot.
way, we're going to be winning as wrestling fans anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really exciting. Really, really exciting.
Oh,
What a way to end the podcast. A little hand-on-hand action. At Adam
Just for you.
Pacitti,
at Ross on Wrestling.
At Botch Club,
at KSI. Tweet him.
at M&S Footlong.
He's probably muted. You
At
by now
Chris
as well.
Jericho Cruise.com.
And as always, join us. Hands in the middle.
Join us.